Are you thinking about making the move to Jacksonville, Florida, but you're not sure if you can afford it? Well, stick around because in this video, I'm going to break down what the cost of living looks like here in Jacksonville. We're going to talk housing, food, childcare, and all kinds of other things, so stick with me. If this is your first time to the channel, please like and subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know all things living in Jacksonville. My name is Alice Toy with Compass Real Estate, and I get calls from people just like you every day who are looking to make the move here. So whether you're moving next week, next month, or next year, please give me a call, shoot a text, or send an email so that I can help you make the smooth move to Jacksonville too. It's no secret that many people are making the move to Florida, and with Jacksonville being named the 16th best city to live in the United States by the US News, you're probably wondering if you should make this great city your home too. But first, you need to figure out, can you afford to live here? So I'm going to break down what it looks like for housing cost, childcare cost, food cost, healthcare, utilities, all of that good stuff. But first, I just want to share a couple facts about Florida that I think you need to know. So overall, Florida has a cost of living index at 94%. So this is 6% below the national average. Florida has a 6% sales tax. We also do not have any state income tax, which is one of the reasons that a lot of people want to move here because we do not have any state income tax. But also our property taxes are a little bit higher than many other states, which helps make up for that no income tax. So first, let's talk about the most important need that you're going to have if you're moving here to Jacksonville, and that is housing. So right now, the median price for a home is $335,000. On average, that's going to be about a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with 1,600 square feet. Now, if you're going to purchase this and you're going to put a 20% down payment on it, you're looking at about a monthly payment of about $2,100, and that would include the principal and interest and the property taxes and insurance. If you were looking to rent a home that was comparable to that, you probably would spend about the same amount of money for a 3-2, the 1,600 square feet, and it would be somewhere between $1,800 to $2,000. So those are the median prices for that type of home. However, there's definitely plenty of options here in Jacksonville. You could spend less money, you could get something smaller, and of course you can always go up. If you wanted a bigger home, or depending on which area of Jacksonville that you're moving to, you may spend more money or see that it costs more to get the same amount of square feet. Okay, so now that you have a house, you need to fill it with groceries. So what can you expect to spend per month on that grocery bill? Right now, per person, you can expect to spend about $400 per month on groceries to fill your home. So this doesn't include going out to eat. This is just the groceries for your home. And for me, that number sounds like it's pretty darn close. And of course, I think no matter where you are in the United States, we've all felt those price increases for food this year. And so spending about $400 per month at the grocery store seems pretty reasonable. Now, it's all going to be dependent upon what you're buying, the quality of what you're buying, but that $400 is a great number to start with. Okay, you have a house and you have food and you're going to need utilities so that you have water and electric and your sewer gets taken care of and the garbage man comes. So what is that going to cost you? Here in Jacksonville, the average is about $200, and that's, like I said, electricity, water, garbage, and sewer. So I pulled up my utility bill to see how that matched up. And now my house is a little bit bigger than 1,600 square feet, so I am heating and cooling a little bit bigger of a house. But I looked at my bill and it was $233. So I think that average of about $200 for electric, water, and all that is a pretty good number to go off of. If you have a yard and you're going to be watering your grass quite a bit in the summer, you definitely can expect that bill to go up. So that's one thing you want to watch out for. If you have irrigation and it is hooked up to the city, they're not only going to charge you for the usage of that water, but they're also going to charge you for the sewer. So that can get pretty expensive. Okay, so you have a house, you have water, you have electric, you've got your food, but you need to get on the internet. So how much is the internet and your phone going to cost you? So the average here in Jacksonville is about $150 for internet and phone services. Looking at my bill, about $100 per month for internet is exactly what I'm paying right now. And we have a couple of options here. Overall, most of the options are either going to be Xfinity or AT&T fiber, and roughly those are about the same. On average, spending about $50 for your phone bill seems about right. And of course, that's going to vary depending on what kind of plan you have and the services. So you can expect to pay about $150 per month for your internet and your phone services. You have everything you need at home, but of course, you probably have to go to work every day to pay for all of those things. So let's talk about gas. Here today in Jacksonville, the gas prices are right at $3 a gallon. Now, depending on where you're going every day, maybe we can assume that you're going to fill up your gas tank about once per week. Let's say that you have a 20-gallon gas tank and you're doing it $3 a gallon. That's $60 every time you fill it up. If you're filling it up once per week, that's $240 per month to fill up your car with gas. Now, that doesn't include any of the maintenance like oil changes every however many months you need those, but you could expect to pay about $240 per month in gas. And of course, that's going to change as the gas prices go up or down, but today they are right around $3. And I know in some states they have other taxes on gas. So, sometimes here, if gas is $3, then the gas in Pennsylvania might be like $3.60, but we don't have any of those extra gas taxes here. Let's talk about healthcare next. So to be able to find these numbers, I used the Consumer Expenditure Survey for the South region to get this. So it's not specific to Jacksonville, Florida, but it is the South region, which covers Jacksonville and the surrounding areas. So on average, they expect that the average person is going to spend about $441 per month on healthcare. And I know this is a hard one to come up with for people because everybody's healthcare situation is different, but on average, you could expect about $441 per month in healthcare expenses. And finally, we're going to talk about one more expense that you might have each month, and that is childcare. So for me, I have personal experience with this, so I know these numbers are pretty close. And here in Jacksonville, the average that you can expect to spend for childcare per child is between $800 to $1,200 per month. And so that's really going to depend on what kind of childcare that you have for your children. So are they full day, all week, or are they only there part-time? But on average, it's going to be about $800 to $1,200. And based on what I'm paying for full-time care, I know that that number is pretty accurate. Okay, we covered quite a few things in this video today, and I hope that it was helpful to you. Jacksonville is an amazing place to live, and it really is one of the more affordable cities that you can find here in Florida. So I hope that you're going to call this place home too.